as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Ready for football now from sunny North Carolina. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First play, and Young is going to throw it. And his first look is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play with one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Young to throw on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A curious decision.
Yo, McCaffrey wasn't dropping it.
First down.
So you know McCaffrey wasn't gonna drop that.
Young to throw it. Johnson's got it complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The 7th play now, this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Young will set to throw. And he will not be able to hang on.
Damn, good hit.
It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now Young on 4th down. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback, because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the 2nd drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team, because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it is the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical, because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They go play action with Richardson. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. We're scoreless after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a third down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Off play action, Richardson. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Richardson to throw off play action. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Niners post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. The extra point hits the left upright but goes through anyway. And it's now a 7-0 game. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Young. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Throw left side complete. That's Moss. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Fourth down, Young. This will be caught by Randy Moss. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. He'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
On 2nd and 15 now. Young. And he's got Shockey. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Young on 3rd down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took...
Why you talking shit, bro? Just play the fucking game.
...to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
Now a give right side McCaffrey. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Richardson off the play fake. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
It's Young on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
It's Young off play action. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
On play action, Young. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Normally I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Well, they should have already said punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This is taken just shy of the 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Well, able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
They fucking gave that shit to you, bro, when it made me fumble, so fuck you. Little fucking shithead. Your game, man. Fuck you. Fucking kill you. Snap your fucking neck, you little bitch.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Looking for Gronkowski. Out route, he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On first down, Justin Herbert, and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. And this one is incomplete.
Nice job there, forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Herbert. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. Able to find Walter. That's complete. And, boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a first down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 37.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Herbert eluding the press. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Following the interception, Young, quick completion here to Johnson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Had some space to move right away as he's all the way up to the 30. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a first down on the keeper. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. Now a first down throw for Young. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And it's caught. Touchdown. Randy Moss, 34 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And his throw here is incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's Hall. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. To the air again, Herbert. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And touchdown! A great effort there. 64 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. So an electrifying run there as he calls his own number and takes it all the way.
It brings a new dynamic to this offense, doesn't he? And right now I'm picturing the offensive coordinator, the head coach in their minds, drawing up some more running plays for this guy because he brings some excitement to this offense.
And just a young rookie, a lot of electricity yet to come in his career. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Robinson. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. The run on 3rd and long, so I guess waving the white flag a little bit.
Yeah, and I think sometimes teams are so committed to running the football that they'll take a chance, even in a long yardage situation, to let them know on the other.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And, oh, that is going to be a safety. And here's where I'm perfectly happy to defer to my analyst and let him analyze this one.
I don't get it.
That's the analysis?
That's the analysis. I don't get it. I mean, you're on the other side of midfield. Maybe. But a fake punt way down here, you want analysis? Ridiculous.
Young on 1st down. That is caught. It's Calvin Johnson. Touchdown. Calvin Johnson, 49 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word, if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now.
absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. It's a squib kick field. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Young quickly to the flat. Touchdown! Randy Moss. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And this offense is running away with this one. And Young's going to throw for this. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Dante Hall going to bring it out of the end zone. Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball is out. And this is picked up by the defense. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. And that one is his 2nd fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that?
Touchdown! Jeremy Shockey. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And this offense continues to pour it on. They'll look to throw. And make him 4 for 4 now on 2-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Here, I'll let you score, bro. Fuck, I don't care.
The offense now at the line, ready
throw it
for
up
the
deep.
next drive. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And
just throw it deep. I'm going to blitz
to
everybody.
see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again.
Let you get a touchdown, bro. I don't give a shit.
Juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Robinson with another carry. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Ray Guy now as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Fielded at about the 28. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The offense back out there at the line ready for their next drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. First down, Young. That's going to be caught by Moss. The 20, 10. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Brandon, remind me again. This is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, mean, because my eyes are telling me something I'm having trouble believing. 5 touchdown passes. He's thrown 5 in this game. Are you kidding me?
And he will get into the end zone. So a perfect finish to the half. They get the touchdown on the final play, and 2 more for good measure. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, that both the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they?
Now Garrett's touchdown! Calvin Johnson. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the
Hey everybody, it's the coach. Welcome you to another installment of Madden Ultimate Team. There's been a lot of talk leading up to this matchup, and it's finally here. But can it live up to all the hype?
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Seattle. From the 10. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
And he's a young man who's always believed in his talents. Didn't have many offers out of high school, ended up at Houston Baptist and put up monster numbers. Decided to take the next step and go to Western Kentucky, and he did it again. Set NCAA records for passing touchdowns and passing yards in a single season. Now the big jump to the NFL, this guy's like a very skilled point guard, knows how to deal and put the ball in the proper place with every throw.
To try again after the sack. Zappi under pressure. They got him again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. But someone came to play today.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We heard about it all week, didn't we? Especially when we visited practice. He thought he had a good matchup in front of him, and he's taking full advantage right now.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Pass interference. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
Penalty is declined.
Frank Reich going to tell the offense to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it, and he will get in to make it 8-0. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From the 10. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and now to have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here. Looking to throw again on second down. Zappy. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
They run on first down with Jackson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A great effort right from the snap there on the defensive side from Amari Barno.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The 14-time Pro Bowler Tony Gonzalez, the intended receiver. But now it'll be third down. From the shotgun, Zappy. And that is incomplete.
2 drives will tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And taken right at the 35. One quarter down, 8-0 this score. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Young now from the 50. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do...
And he takes it in for a Colts score. Reggie Gilliam.
Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here. To throw, Young. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. See if they can do better here on this drive. Zappe in trouble, and he's going down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
And Zappe to throw.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Up the middle they go with a big back Jackson. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Their mobile quarterback, 35 yards.
And the Colts will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Young to throw it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
So the 2-point conversion trend continues, at least as far as trying those goes. They've attempted them after all 3 touchdowns, CD, and converted now 2 of them.
They're not just dipping their toe in the water, are they? I mean, they're committed to going for 2 points, and 2 out of 3, now with a 22-0 lead. In a sense, they're a little bit ahead of the curve, because normally it would be 21, wouldn't it?
And with the way their defense is playing, I don't know if it matters if they do convert any of these. And the Seahawks offense going to get one final possession in this first half.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Right side caught by Jag. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Colts pick it up.
Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Takes it at the 7th. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Well, the Colts ready to go to work to start the 3rd quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First play of the drive, 1st down. That's the issue of where you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
1st and 10, Young. Crossing the field, Beckham makes a catch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Young going right back to Beckham here, complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And Young will slide to the ground safely as he picks up the 1st down as well. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, then maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defense.
Touchdown, Colts! DJ Moore, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Colts up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From the 10. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
After the sack on first down, Zappe, and that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
This offense so far on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. He finds his man, complete. It's Gonzalez. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
Grant's three-point shooting, Doris, has been one of the big stories of
the Seahawks send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line.
He's knocked down the second free throw. Memphis leading by 4.
It's fielded at the 45. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3. 2nd down at 7. And Young's going to throw it here. He's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Out of the gun, it's Young. Into a sea of defenders, unintercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And the Seahawks force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Zappe to throw on 1st down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Charles Tillman. And the Colts come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
Without Anthony Davis in it versus when he's in it.
Toll-free lane coming home in Russia.
So this one winds up in Indianapolis victory.
Two-football game just underway here in the opening quarter. Game 6. Moran working around the Tillman screen, picked up by Russell. Here's Bain. He's knocked down 2 shots already. Steps back, fires the 3 over James. That one rings out. LeBron has him in jail. Got loose and lays it in.
Talk about Memphis wanting to play with pace. Transition has been a significant portion of the Lakers' success all year, LeBron in particular.
Hello again, everybody. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. Hope you're ready, because we've got another good one on tap.
Moran, he's been making those threes. This one rolls out. And it's rebounded by Davis. Also with 50 to see after that John is back.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So out comes the NFC for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the former Mississippi State product, the mobile quarterback, Dak Prescott.
It's been a lot of fun watching him advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the football coming out of Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
Dak going to start out going to the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
3rd and long for Prescott. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Working free to drop it for the sack there was Amari Barno. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a first down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
37 yards on the punt with no return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB. And he's got room. And all the way in for a touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback, 47 yards. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead. Young working out of the gun. That's caught. And he will get in to make it 8-0. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball on a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So now we'll get our second look in this game at the NFC offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. They'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. Take it at the 37. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now here's Young. And he's got Shockey. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 1 quarter down, 8-0 to score. Back back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The offense already on the field here to begin quarter number 2. As they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Young. And he's got it. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a 2nd defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. Odell Beckham there to make the grab as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw him there.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack. But when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate?
Touchdown! Christian McCaffrey, 46 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. from the 10. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here now the NFC to take over on offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need him right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Second down and 3. To throw is Prescott. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Prescott on 3rd and 2. Flushed out right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Taken from just outside the 30. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Young. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. He completes it to Beckham. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 30 big ones. A 1st down throw for Young. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. To the air once more, Young. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Goin. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter.
What a way to start the 2nd half. These guys are showing no signs of letting up. They have a chance to take a decided advantage with this possession.
Young looks to throw on 1st down. He's got a man, complete. They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. A big play there. 52 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Reggie Gilliam taking it in from a yard out as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. And Young's going to throw for this. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this moment. No, okay.
The NFC about ready to set up shop offensively. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
On the move to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Derek Brown breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be and pressure coming, and they got him once again. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. And the NFC punt team out there now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That's taking it around the 40. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown! Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys continue to pour it on. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 now. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From the 10, and all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game. Offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. McCaffrey running up the middle. It'll wind up being a huge loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 2nd and about a mile here. Off the play fake, Young. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
I don't care what level of football you play. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go long, and hope someone will come free.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Young on 3rd down. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jeremy Shackey. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's the NFC offense set to take over again. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outline. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Third and short yardage. Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 3 quarters in the books. And we're back now in Charlotte. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll throw again. Prescott. Under pressure, and down he goes. Brian Burns picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, it's obvious, but I can't help but say it here. It's never a good day when the opposing defense has more sacks than you have points. The win seems likely, but this defense is still playing for something here. They see that 0 on the scoreboard, and they don't want that to change.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Calling a gain of a yard, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now Prescott. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked him.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. Well, this game was already decided, Charles, let's be honest. But now another feather in the cap of this defense as they pick them off for the second time.
You're right about that. Things have been going pretty well for them, to put it mildly. But they're still out there hunting for big plays and get another one right there.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Tucker now to add the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The offense for the NFC back out there. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. But not only is his defense pitching a shutout, now they're contributing points themselves. I mean, they have really put together what's almost been a perfect effort here in this one.
I love how you express that. They've absolutely exceeded expectations in this one. And even better than their play, it's been their effort. Even with the win in their back pocket already, every one of those guys is still out there fighting like it's a tie game.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken just shy of the 10. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The NFC offense heading back onto the field. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Young here to throw. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a shutout blowout win as well.
everyone. You're watching Madden Ultimate Team, and I'm your host, the coach. This game should not disappoint, so sit back and put that remote down.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here come the Bengals. And CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
Hey, we all love a good story, but what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
Right to the air is Burrow. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. They dump it off to Lynch. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That's good for 28 yards. With no hesitation there, not only do they throw it on their first play, Charles, they throw it into double coverage and complete it.
They might as well have gone to a podium and just announced, we are not going to be challenged or bullied in this game. We're taking the fight to you, just like they did right there on the first rep.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Score that tackle for loss to the Wyoming alumnus, Logan Wilson. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Young. That's caught by his tight end, Shockey. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. We're scoreless after 1. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Garden. The offense already on the field here to begin quarter number 2. Tucker's kick is good, and it's 3-0 here in the second quarter. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there.
And it's a fumble. It's going the other way. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell him everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. Working with 2nd and 5 now. From the shotgun, it's Young. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. And he's got Shockey. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. 2nd and 2, 1st down marker at the 5-yard line. Young to throw it this time. And he's got it. Touchdown. Jeremy Shockey. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
On 2, ready?
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. An inside run with Lynch. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. And here's Trenton Gill now. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Young now. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
1st and 10, Young. Looking for Gronkowski. Out route, he's got him. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 22, Young. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This is taken at the 23. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now,
Lynch fighting. He fumbles. He lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
You remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Young now after the fumble recovery. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Second and 4. Young. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out. Tucker now for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the capper, a 19-yard touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. He'll keep pounding here with Ledge. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Here's Burrow. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And open, it's Moss, complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. The offense back out on the field here following the 2-minute warning. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Young to throw it. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
3rd down, Young from the gun. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
4th down. Young. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Bengals will get the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow. Talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone doesn't...
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Now it's Burrow. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
11.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't matter. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
McCaffrey on the counter. Able to slither by. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So celebration down on the field for a good hard.
Hello and welcome in. I'm the coach, and you're watching Madden Ultimate Team. We've been waiting for this one all week, and the wait is now over. It's time to play ball.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And with the terrible towels waving wildly, we are underway from Pittsburgh. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Looking to throw. Pickett. And it's incomplete. Took a shot. Couldn't connect.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And here's Trenton Gill on to punt. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or two inside the 45-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at the 45. Young's throw pulled in by Gronkowski. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 14 yards that time and a 1st down on the keeper. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels and picking up some nice yardage.
15 yards down to the 15 and a 1st down.
And we came into this one focused on Randy Moss, and now he has our full attention with his first grab of the game.
Well, he's one of only 2 players to go a whole season averaging over 100 yards receiving and average a touchdown per game as well. That's a pretty impressive stat.
It really is, especially when you consider that every defense he faced was prepared for him and was kicking coverages in his direction.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. 3rd and short yardage, Young. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. It's their cornerback scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Colts' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And Young's going to throw for this. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
From the 10. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. 6-0 our score after 1. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football. as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, here's Pickett. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded at the 43. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Goes right side, complete to Gronk. And some room to work. Still on his feet. Touchdown Colts. Rob Gronkowski, 40 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it's all capped off by a Rob Gronkowski touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken from about the 12, and he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Now Patterson to start the drive. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
On 2nd and 9, Pickett. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Here's Pickett. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at the 33. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Carl Banks, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on third down. Young working out of the gun. And this is caught. Touchdown. Odell Beckham, 38 yards. And the Colts will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. One more drive here for the Steeler offense in this first half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that will bring up second down. This time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. They run with McCaffrey off the option. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Now Young. And this is going to be incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 22. They're going to start to drive here on the ground with Patterson. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air. Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Once more, they turn to Patterson. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 42. A nice gain of 21 yards.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone structure here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
2nd and 11 now. Back to throw. Pickett. Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down plays. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
On 2nd down, there's the option going left. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
18 ready.
Young now from the 50. That's caught by his tight end, Shockey. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Tries to force it to Megatron, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted. but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Caught left side. It's Beckham. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Yeah, he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
No, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led
The coach here, welcoming you to another installment of Madden Ultimate Team. There's been a lot of talk leading up to this matchup, and it's finally here. But can it live up to all the hype?
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Here comes the NFC offense, and CD, it'll be Russell Wilson who leads them out under center.
And similar to his nickname, Russell Wilson has a dangerous mix of skills, the ability to throw from the pocket and extend plays and throw on the run. Not to mention an absolute winner. Usually has his team in the playoffs competing for Super Bowl opportunities.
Although a jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they worked this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And this is picked up by the defense. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Young now after the fumble recovery. And he finds Gronk. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable. And you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Well, Charles, it's early, but that's a key third down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football if they're able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does this job, takes it away, turns over the offense. He's pick up a nice first down there. Maybe it's time to think about taking a shot at the end zone because it looks like the field goal is almost assured.
Great effort by Ted Hendricks defensively. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll work this down inside the 30. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Young to throw it. That is caught. It's a tight end, Jeremy Shockey. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The offense already on the field here to begin quarter number 2 as they go to work on a first and goal. They'll run with Patterson. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Cordero Patterson, a 6-yard touchdown run. And they are able strike first here on their opening drive. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. 1 carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball, got a full game ahead of him, hand it to him again, see if they can start to produce.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They call it no gain there on the first down play.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. But he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run with Sanders up the middle, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Former first-rounder Derek Brown living up to the billing on that stop. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop, and now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's Young. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Chris McAllister. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
They'll roll him out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson under pressure. They got him again. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. They'll run. It's Sanders. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. He's already put it on the ground once in this first half. There, no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means his guys have to chop a hole, a big one for him, give him a chance to run a little bit and gain some of that confidence back. He didn't get it on that carry.
This is taken at about the 14. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The offense back out there at the line ready for their next drive. And they may be content to take this 7-0 lead into the locker room. We'll see. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. This is caught inside the 15. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. Final play of the half, Young. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10. Now increase here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter. And this offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead. And they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game. So probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
Delayed game,
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still first down.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Looking to throw, Young. Well, the NFC pressure a little too much as they get home for the sack. finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Delay of game, offense.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. Trying to lay one up deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Now the NFC heading out for their first drive of the 2nd half. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Following the fumble recovery. Young, that's caught at the 1. And he is not going to be able to break free as they wrap him up right at the line of scrimmage. And the try for 2 is going to come up empty. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Here now the NFC to take over on offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Reggie White, what a force. Got back there for the sack.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Got a man complete, Calvin Johnson. No problem there for the NFC. A big gain on 4th down, and that will keep the drive moving. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's the NFC with the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jeremy Chin picks it off. There he goes, right side. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Ready.
Young here to throw. And he's got Shockey. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, a 5-yard touchdown run. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
So we'll see what Young and his guys can do here as they walk up for the 2-point try. They'll try and throw for it. Complete at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The NFC about ready to set up shop offensively. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. Silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of have this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like 1 possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run, have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
And that will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. That's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And Young's going to throw it here. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. They'll go option to the short side. And he is going to lose yardage here. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. So celebration down on the field for a good, hard-fought victory here. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
But they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
Welcome in. I'm the coach, and you're watching Madden Ultimate Team. We've been waiting for this one all week, and the wait is finally over. It's time to play ball.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Seattle. This is taken just shy of the 10. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Time to see the offense for Green Bay go to work. Aaron Rodgers leading them. What a career it's been. Came into the league back in 2005 as the number 24 pick out of Cal.
I remember watching him in college and seeing a guy that you knew had great potential, but I don't know that anyone knew that we would see how he would blossom as an NFL player who will go down as one of the all-time great quarterbacks. Can make every throw from every angle with terrific mobility, and he knows how to win games, always in contention for a championship.
They start the drive with Lynch, and right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. The first carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And now look at this, big gain but a fumble, and the Colts pick it up. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Christian McCaffrey, 40 yards. And the Colts take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Popular down near the goal line, quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was, and one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On second down, this is Jackson. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on third down, Rodgers. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Reggie White on the sack there, showing the explosiveness that led him to the Hall of Fame.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And here's Hoffrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. And he fields it cleanly. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Up the gut, McCaffrey. To about the 26 here.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. 6-0 our score after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready?
Young. That's caught by his tight end, Shackey. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Young working out of the gun. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former Husky, Marcus Peters. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this a spot where those points are given away? It could cost them a ball game.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to keep.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. Yeah, this is a high kick, but it's not going anywhere. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
2nd and 5. Now Young. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Young will set to throw, and that is incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. But for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact, and try and get his arms out of the sky.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a quick throw to Moss. To the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. They go play action. Young. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A big play there for Indy. 57 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So their 2nd touchdown of this first half, they went for 2 after score number 1. Didn't get it. Now they get the equalizer, so to speak.
So to speak, and you can understand the thinking. Because they didn't get it after the first score, they wanted to get back to a normal points pattern, get up to 14. But just think, if they missed it here, only up 12-0, 1 extra point on the other side could ultimately beat you if they score twice.
The Packers with the football here late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. On 1st down, Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
I'll tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. On 3rd down, they go Lynch. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? For the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. And the Colts ready to go to work to start the 3rd quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards that time.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Off the play fake, Young. That's going to be caught by Moss. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 39 yards there, a big one.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3-yard line, you gotta love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Christian McCaffrey punching it in from a yard away. And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And Young's going to throw for this. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they're able to throw it in for the two-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And he is going to lose yardage here. See the athleticism there of Brian Burns stopping him behind the line.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete.
The struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
Rodgers, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Thomas Davis. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And the offense is going to get the ball back. After all that, heck, it'll be a first down. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the